All right, good.
We're reading the Book of Hosea tonight, starting at chapter 1. The word of the Lord that came to Hosea, son of Beeri, during the reigns of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and during the reign of Jeroboam, son of Jehoash, king of Israel. When the Lord began to speak through Hosea, the Lord said to him, "Go, marry a promiscuous woman and have children with her. For like an adulterous wife, this land is guilty of unfaithfulness to the Lord." So he married Gomer, daughter of Diblaim, and she conceived and bore him a son. Then the Lord said to Hosea, "Call him Jezreel, because I will soon punish the house of Jehu for the massacre at Jezreel, and I will put an end to the kingdom of Israel. In that day I will break Israel's bow in the valley of Jezreel." Gomer conceived again and gave birth to a daughter. Then the Lord said to Hosea, "Call her Lo Ruhamah, which means not loved, for I will no longer show love to Israel, that I should at all forgive them. Yet I will show love to Judah, and I will save them, not by bow, sword, or battle, or by horses and horsemen, but I, the Lord their God, will save them." After she had weaned Lo Ruhamah, Gomer had another son. Then the Lord said, "Call him Lo Ami, which means not my people, for you are not my people, and I am not your God." Yet the Israelites will be like the sand on the seashore, which cannot be measured or counted. In the place where it was said to them, "You are not my people," they will be called children of the living God. The people of Judah and the people of Israel will come together. They will appoint one leader and will come up out of the land, for great will be the day of Jezreel. Say of your brothers, "My people," and of your sisters, "My loved one." Rebuke your mother, rebuke her, for she is not my wife, and I am not her husband. Let her remove the adulterous look from her face and the unfaithfulness from between her breasts. Otherwise, I will strip her naked and make her as bare as on the day she was born. I will make her like a desert, turn her into a parched land, and slay her with thirst. I will not show my love to her children, because they are the children of adultery. Their mother has been unfaithful and has conceived them in disgrace. She said, "I will go after my lovers, who give me my food and my water, my wool and my linen, my olive oil and my drink." Therefore, I will block her path with thorn bushes. I will wall her in so that she cannot find her way. She will chase after her lovers, but not catch them. Then she will say, "I will go back to my husband as at first, for then I was better off than now." She has not acknowledged that I was the one who gave her the grain, the new wine and oil, who lavished on her the silver and gold, which they used for Baal. Therefore, I will take away my grain when it ripens, and my new wine when it is ready. I will take back my wool and my linen, intended to cover her naked body. So now I will expose her lewdness before the eyes of her lovers. No one will take her out of my hands. I will stop all her celebrations, her yearly festivals, her new moons, her Sabbath days, all her appointed festivals. I will ruin her vines and her fig trees, which she said were her pay from her lovers. I will make them a thicket, and wild animals will devour them. I will punish her for the day she burned incense to the Baals. She decked herself with rings and jewelry and went after her lovers, but me she forgot, declares the Lord. Therefore, I am now going to allure her. I will lead her into the wilderness and speak tenderly to her. There I will give her back her vineyards and will make the valley of Achor, a door of hope. There she will respond as in the days of her youth, as in the day she came up out of Egypt. In that day, declares the Lord, you will call me my husband. You will call me my master. I will remove the names of the Baals from her lips. No longer will their names be invoked. In that day, I will make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, the birds in the sky, and the creatures that move along the ground. Bow and sword and battle I will abolish from the land, so that all may lie down in safety. I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you in righteousness and justice, in love and compassion. I will betroth you in faithfulness, and you will acknowledge the Lord. In that day I will respond, declares the Lord. I will respond to the skies, and they will respond to the earth, and the earth will respond to the grain, the new wine, and the olive oil, and they will respond to Jezreel. I will plant her for myself in the land. I will show my love to the one I called not my loved one. I will say to those called not my people, you are my people. And they will say, you are my God.
Thanks, Deb. Let's go back just a bit. So Barbara and Larry, you didn't hear the first part that we said about this. This is symbolic of Israel's disobedience to God. I mean, this marriage to an adulterous woman is symbolic of Israel's defection to Baal. So that's why we're getting this really awful description. Anyway, so we're going to read. There are 14 chapters, and we're going to read it in 3 chunks. Larry, so? Would you read? Are you feeling up to reading?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Thank you.
It's been a long time since we.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 and 4.
Sure.
And maybe
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't read this recently, so if I stumble around, be patient with me.
Right.
So let's see. The Lord has just said, I'm going to kind of redeem all of you nasty people.
Right.
Right?
Yes, okay. What it says.
He's reading that.
The Lord said to me again, go, love a woman who has a lover and is an adulteress, just as the Lord loves the people of Israel, though they turn to other gods and love raisin cakes. So I bought her for 15 shekels of silver and a homer of barley and a measure of wine. I wonder if that was cheap or not sure. And I said to her, you must remain as mine for many days. You shall not play the whore. You shall not have intercourse with a man, nor I with you. For the Israelites shall remain many days without king or prince, without sacrifice or pillar, without ephod or teraphim. Afterward, the Israelites shall return and seek the Lord their God and David their king. They shall come in awe to the Lord and to his goodness in the latter days. Hear the word of the Lord, O people of Israel. For the Lord has an indictment against the inhabitants of the land. There is no faithfulness or loyalty and no knowledge of God in the land. Swearing, lying, and murder, and stealing and adultery break out. Bloodshed follows bloodshed. Therefore, the land mourns, and all who live in it languish. Together with the wild animals and the birds of the air, even the fish of the sea are perishing. Yet let no one contend and let no one curse, for with you is my contention, O priest. You shall stumble by day, the prophet also shall stumble with you by night, and I will destroy your mother. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because you have rejected knowledge. I reject you for being a priest to me. And since you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. The more they increased, the more they sinned against me. They changed their glory into shame. They feed on the sin of my people. They are greedy for their iniquity. And it shall be like people, like priests. I will punish them for their ways and repay them for their deeds. They shall eat, but not be satisfied. They shall play the whore, but not multiply, because they have forsaken the Lord to devote themselves to whoredom. Wine and new wine take away the understanding. My people consult a piece of wood, and their divining rod gives them oracles. For a spirit of whoredom has led them astray, and they have played the whore, forsaking their God. They sacrifice on the tops of the mountains and make offerings upon the hills under oak, poplar, and terebinth, because their shade is good. Therefore, your daughters play the whore, and your daughters-in-law commit adultery. I will not punish your daughters when they play the whore, nor your daughters-in-law when they commit adultery. For the men themselves go aside with whores and sacrifice with temple prostitutes. Thus, a people without understanding comes to ruin. Though you play the whore, O Israel, do not let Judah become guilty. Do not enter into Gilgal or go up to Beth Aven, and do not swear as the Lord lives. Like a stubborn heifer, Israel is stubborn. Can the Lord now feed them like a lamb in a broad pasture? Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. When their drinking is ended, they indulge in sexual orgies. They love lewdness more than their glory. A wind has wrapped them in its wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their altars. Wow, that's the end of chapter 4. Am I right? I'm using the NSRV. You guys are all muted. Or Becky, you're muted.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I was going to ask Margaret to read chapter 5, and then I think that's all we'll read tonight.
Okay.
And we'll go on. This is really,
Yeah.
this is this is supposedly at the time of David, which is sort of interesting because I thought when I first read it that it was at a time when so the difference between Israel and Judah, Larry, is Judah was the northern.
Well, the kingdom under Solomon, who was
Okay.
David's son, split when
Oh,
Solomon's son became king, and he did some stupid things that outraged some of the people, and they split and
okay.
became Israel, which is the northern kingdom,
Okay.
and Jerusalem remained the capital of Judah, which is the southern kingdom. And in this, it looks like Hosea, or God, through Hosea's mouth, is really pissed at Israel.
Okay.
And everybody is. I mean, Amos was pissed at Israel too. And so is Elijah. Remember Elijah?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
is
right. Right.
really
That's right.
pissed at
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they worship false gods. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry to go on and on. And
Okay.
because I just
Well,
read, and in Hosea, it's like he compares it to sexual immorality,
right.
to
Right.
grossness. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry guys. All
No,
right.
no, we've missed your commentary.
Oh, okay. Great.
So we'll read, I think we'll read one more chapter and then let's see, we'll have 6, 7, 8, 9, and then maybe we can finish it next week. And then we can think about um what we, what we might get away from all this kind of raunchy Old Testament
Yeah, it
pages.
is like just amazing, isn't it?
Well, it's so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not the sort
Who's
of thing you read in Sunday school for sure.
no exact? I mean, who said the Bible was some sweet little book?
Right.
Really?
I think we look at the children's Bible that we have in the pews and say,
Right.
oh, I'm sure we won't find this.
They don't have Hosea there, I'm
No.
sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hear this, O priests. Give heed, O house of Israel. Listen, O house of the king. For the judgment pertains to you. For you have been a snare at Mizpah, and a net spread upon Tabor, and a pit dug deep in Shittim. But I will punish all of them. I know Ephraim, and Israel is not hidden from me. For now, O Ephraim, you have played the whore. Israel is defiled. Their deeds do not permit them to return to their God, for the spirit of whoredom is within them, and they do not know the Lord. Israel's pride testifies against them. Ephraim stumbles in his guilt. Judah also stumbles with them. With their flocks and herds, they shall go to seek the Lord, but they will not find him. He has withdrawn from them. They have dealt faithlessly with the Lord, for they have borne illegitimate children. Now the new moon shall devour them along with their fields. Blow the horn in Gibeah, the trumpet in Ramah. Sound the alarm in Beth Aven. Look behind you, Benjamin. Ephraim shall become a desolation in the day of punishment among the tribes of Israel. I declare what is sure. The princes of Judah have become like those who remove the landmark. On them I will pour out my wrath like water. Ephraim is oppressed, crushed in judgment, because he was determined to go after vanity. Therefore I am like maggots to Ephraim, and like rottenness to the house of Judah. When Ephraim saw his sickness and Judah his wound, then Ephraim went to Assyria and sent to the great king, but he is not able to cure you or heal your wound. For I will be like a lion to Ephraim, and like a young lion to the house of Judah. I myself will tear and go away. I will carry off, and no one shall rescue. I will return again to my place until they acknowledge their guilt and seek my face. In their distress, they will beg my favor.
So Ephraim is is he mean Israel when he says, I mean, who is Ephraim?
Well, um, Ephraim and Manasseh are, I'm working on my memory now, are two of the tribes.
Ah,
Okay. And Ephraim and Manasseh became tribes because they were the sons of Joseph in
oh, right. Oh,
Egypt.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So they always had a kind of special place, and they're often referred to separately from Israel, or I think their land allotted to them in whatever book that was, Joshua,
Okay. All right.
was in the north. Okay. And so they're often spoken about in the same um, sentences. They talk about Israel. Another one of those tribes is not Benjamin. I'm sorry, forget that. That's Joseph's brother,
Yeah,
Benjamin.
but
Okay.
Benjamin, I mean, the tribes of Israel were the names of the, I mean, Benjamin and Levi and
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, don't the brothers all represent tribes of Israel? Is that
Yes, like the all of the children of Jacob
right?
are the are the um are the ancestors, the
Oh, those.
progenitors of the tribes of Israel.
Okay.
Um,
My knowledge of the Bible is very rudimentary.
well, it's no, it's not. It's
No,
because
really,
it's
mine is
it's talked about way early, like in the book of Judges and in Joshua,
right.
and we haven't read any of those books,
No,
as I recall,
yeah,
because they're kind of special. Um, they're a little different from like the first five books because I think it's in Joshua that they allot Canaan to the various tribes.
okay,
Okay. And so Ephraim and Manasseh get a portion. They
okay,
each get a portion because they're the children of Joseph.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
The
But
other thing we might discuss tonight is the fact that this is the last week that I have something on Wednesday night. So if we wanted to switch from Tuesday to Wednesday, we could.
Can
But
I raise one point before we decide that? My point, well, my question or my observation, it's hard to tell what the definition of a illegitimate child is in this setting because, it was perfectly fine for Abraham to have, such,
multiple ones, yeah.
to produce because Sarah wasn't producing. And
yeah.
so is it okay to do it with your own servant, but not somebody outside of the house? Or, I mean, it's just like, what?
Yeah,
Where
no, yeah.
where do you see that, Beth? Maybe.
Well, I was just commenting on, they
Yeah.
mentioned there was a remark there about
There
illegitimate.
was a remark about
Yeah.
illegitimate children.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening. I'm not reading along. So I just hear what I hear. And sometimes,
Well, I think it's all part of this symbolic, um, that Israel's turning away from God is a woman turning away from her husband and having relationship
Yeah.
with someone else, and then so the child in that case is considered illegitimate. So I think
Like,
he's talking
yeah.
about the Israelites are making themselves uh, illegitimate in God's eyes because they're not
gleefully.
They're
following.
like the children of adultery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, so they have a shifting definition of what a illegitimate child would be, I think. Here, I don't know, maybe.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well, a lot of this is spoken obviously in emotional anger.
Right.
Yeah. So Hosea is spitting out a lot of words. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my impression. Okay.
It's really, yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't think Ishmael, who was Abraham's son by Hagar, remember the Egyptian woman? I don't think he was regarded as illegitimate.
No, because she was because in those days they had more than one wife.
Yeah.
So,
And she gave birth on whatever they said, on Sarah's lap or
yeah,
something. They said something like that.
yeah,
And so Ishmael's, well,
But Hagar
Ishmael
was
wasn't,
their servant. Hagar
yeah,
was their servant. So
Hagar was a maidservant, right?
that was my only point.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to belabor it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
okay.
that's right. No, yeah, it's kind of complicated.
Yeah.
Hard to understand.
Abraham loved Ishmael,
Yeah.
but
Well, we
he,
can think about
yeah.
what do people think about the day change? Going back to Wednesday, since that's
Oh, okay.
what we've always, we changed it because I was going to be gone every Wednesday. So, but I'm
That,
not after. This is the last week. So I don't know.
well, since
I
I've
thought
been
maybe
gone all this time, Wednesday's fine.
right.
I haven't made any changes at all.
We're just glad to see you.
Thanks. Me too. I'm glad I'm here. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll see. We thought we might get more people on a different night, but we haven't. This is same old faces.
It's okay.
Well, they're nice faces.
Nice faces.
Yeah. Lori's not here tonight,
She's
I
not well.
noticed.
She was
Yeah.
sick on Sunday, but tonight
Oh,
she just said she couldn't come. And
okay.
then Sandy's on a trip. She's
Oh, okay.
cruising
Traveling.
to Alaska.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I gotta ask her about that. Okay.
Yeah.
About
Deb?
Tuesday, Wednesday, either works for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same
Yeah, I
here.
think it did pretty much for everyone. So let's not confuse people by changing at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay Tuesday.
Yeah, let's do that. Unless,
Okay.
is that okay with you?
Sure.
It's fine with me.
I just
Yeah.
have to program my
Oh,
for
okay.
every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, me too. Okay. All right. Well, we'll finish Hosea next week, and then we'll need to decide. Maybe we'll. I don't know. I'm finding all this very interesting, actually.
I'm wondering when the sweet part is gonna come.
Oh,
Because isn't there like a sweet part in
yes.
Amos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the cartoon, yeah.
Yeah. So because God
God
always
forgives them.
says, he says all this with one hand tied behind his back. And then he says,
It's got
but
its fingers
I
crossed
really
while he's
love
doing it.
you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe we might read Joel, which is the next book, actually.
It's short, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really short.
Yeah.
Okay, so and that I think it's kind of along the same lines. Hosea and Joel came before Amos. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which one came first in time because
No,
I
I'm not
haven't
sure either.
Amos is like really old.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
like these short prophet things. There's Micah and Habakkuk.
Yeah.
All these great
Yeah.
names.
There's a lot of them.
Anyway, right?
I've been thinking of something, if I may.
Yeah.
And that is, we have never tackled one of the great prophets, one of the what they call the major prophets, like Jeremiah or Isaiah. And I haven't had a lot of time, duh. But I have been thinking that at some point maybe we can do with Isaiah what we did with the Torah. Remember when we read the first, Exodus, but I mean, not Genesis, we read all of that, but like Exodus and Leviticus and the other books, and we sort of picked passages, or actually I picked them, let's be honest.
Right.
And I wonder if we could do that with Isaiah, which is huge.
Yeah, it really is.
But it's like full of this gorgeous language.
Yeah.
You know what?
Would you feel up to doing it?
Well, it's something I would love to do.
Okay, good.
And and I'd have to work at it. It's a big job,
Yeah.
I think, because there's actually more than one Isaiah. is what they figured. The book is actually not
Right.
one person's book, but you know, I think it would be fascinating for us because there's so many predictions of the birth of the Messiah
Mhm, mhm.
in Isaiah. Anyway, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
well,
jumping ahead of
no, but
of
I think we
everybody.
would. I
Yeah,
think we'd all. I mean, I would love that actually.
yeah, yeah.
Does in time does Isaiah come after all this apocalyptic
Yes,
stuff?
because Isaiah starts to happen around the time of the Babylonian incursions, and those are later.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. All right. Well,
so
all right. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming, Larry.
hey,
I've missed you.
I said I'm going tonight, definitely.
Okay. All right. Okay, folks.
Hey, see you
Hey,
next
See you
week.
on
thank you,
Sunday.
thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Sunday we're going
Okay,
to meet Ryan